Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more XCOM 2, where you can see we are in the process of completing the Shadow Project for the Cygate. And who knows where that will lead, because right now we have a few issues, specifically if we look at our soldiers here. Umaz is out, Zinni is out, and we've got ourselves a mission on our hands, so we're going to have some good old-fashioned fun here. Alright. We have Guerrilla Ops, and I'm going to be going with the very difficult mission, mainly because I don't need a scientist, and I don't care about Faceless anymore. I don't need an engineer either. And Avatar Breakthrough doesn't really matter very much. So I'm not even going to use the intel, I don't really have it to spare. But we're going to go for 237 supplies. Now this may have changed from the last recording because I turned off and on, but let's double check here. Archon, Elite Trooper, Andromedon Codex, Sectopod, Elite Lancer, and Elite Officer. Destroy the alien relay. At least this means I'll probably get a, whatchamacallit. At least this means I will probably get a Sectopod corpse, finally. Assuming we can win. Now, we do have some other squad members that we can take, and Umaz is out. So I think with this team, as nice as it is to have the burst damage of a ranger, if we look at the other people that we have, it's probably going to be best if I take Lori Nelson. I was thinking about trying to take myself here, but I think with a mission like this with some of the high stakes, I think I would rather just have a slightly more familiar group here, so we'll make utility items available as well. So we have blue screen rounds, we have an EMP, and if we have Doctress with the Skulljack and a plasma grenade, that means that we're going to want to give you a few things here. We have another EMP bomb, which could be very good. We have another set of blue screen rounds. Might as well give those to you. I'll give you a Mimic Beacon as well. I really want to be able to get the Gremlin Mark III. Now we do have one Wraith suit available. So are we actually going to be going in? That's right, we don't actually have a sniper right now. Well, I mean, we don't really need 3 Grenadiers, so we'll send Redline on the backup, which is actually pretty important here because we do need to level up some of our other people for later missions. Now, I kind of want to take Katz because she is a lieutenant here. And let's see, we'll just switch out her equipment a little bit here. We'll definitely give her AP rounds. And what was I thinking for a minute? As nice as it would be to give you a second Mimic Beacon, I think we need to give you the medkit. Since we did get medical protocol with you, might as well. Now, plasma rifle, I don't think your weapon needs too many upgrades here, but since we have some around, we might as well take a look. Alright, so we do need some upgrades. Superior scope is nice, superior laser sight's okay. Expanded magazine's okay, autoloader's okay. I like the repeater, I like the stock. We'll do the stock and we'll do the autoloader as well. I think that's going to be okay. Alright, one free reload is pretty underestimated, and we still don't have a lot of good combat sims, so speed's okay. There's Doctress sitting in the background just chilling. Alright, so blue screen rounds for you, and let's see. We're going in rangerless, which is okay. And we do have one Wraith suit available. So we'll give it to you. And let's see here. She's growing up. She's got death from above. She's got some decent kills. We just need to get her more levels. So like I said, we do have a Sectopod, so we are going to want some grenades. I think the acid grenade's good. Kavach with blue screen rounds is nice. Let's hear. I'm pretty sure her weapon is already upgraded and everything too. Okay, so he should have upgrades. Yeah, because he got a repeater. He got 2 repeater kills last time. And Amelie, we're not taking you on a mission. Although I'm debating taking some else. Now we don't really want the flamethrower here. I don't think this mission. We could take the shredder gun. I think good old reliable rocket launcher might be better. So we're going with 1 Mimic Beacon this time. Hopefully that's going to be enough. If I wanted to take a second Mimic Beacon, I could probably ditch the Skulljack for this. And that could be a pretty good idea, but I like having the hack increase. So we're just going to go ahead and launch the mission. Here goes nothing, right?
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
A hidden alien communications relay in this area is being... The loss of that data will stop their latest project in its tracks. So we're moving in to destroy the relay before they complete the transfer. We're expecting a strong contingent of security forces. Neutralize them and secure the site. Destroy that relay at all costs.
Well, good old Novgorod, it's been a while since we've seen you here. And we only have a few turns to destroy the relay, and it's actually destroying it. So we're not going to have the ability to re-stealth. Maybe I should have bought a battle scanner. Once again, once we're taking all the specialty armor, we do lose some item slots. Let's go ahead and launch.
Menace 1-5, the communications relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target.
That is pretty far away. But it looks like we might be able to take advantage of some high ground. We can see a codex up on top of it, so that's a nice sneak preview. Now, I kind of want to move my sniper up to see if I can go ahead and get a good grapple here.
On the move.
So we'll try that first. Because I'd love to get her on a perched position. Like right here.
Grappling.
This will give us good vision. It looks like she can see somebody already.
Got eyes on a hostile squad.
Alright. That's not so bad to start with. But this is why we want it. This is why we want to know who's where, who's there. Now we can go ahead and start moving some major squad up here. Like we can move Clumsy Mind into full cover.
Looks like hostiles over here.
Oh, good. They got actual enemies on the highway. That is actually quite unusual. Well, still, this is why we're trying to advance forward, because we only have 8 turns to destroy this thing. Now, I was worried the highway was another building, but it seems like we're going to be able to make it work. We'll run doctors up here. That should be a safe move. I kind of want to move Pyro over here.
Stepping off.
So we shall... This isn't cover? Well, that's cover at least.
Rolling.
So high ground, full cover, all very good. And then here's Lori with our med kit and everything. We'll drop you back here. It's the one thing is that she does not have combat protocol. So we will need to watch it a little bit. So who else can we run up here and actually get some cover? I could run over here and probably reveal myself to the enemies. I would kind of rather keep my group together. And I'd like to keep it in full cover too. That feels a little risky. So I guess we'll do this. Because Cats would see, right? She'd see. Okay, I hear sectopods roaming. Alright, so Doctors is going to be pretty damn important here. So who do we want to move in here? We could lead in with her. This group seems to be static, so we could lead in with a void shot. That might be
On Overwatch.
probably as good of an option as we're gonna get.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Alright. No, he can be in full cover over here, so that's good.
Rolling.
And we can move hijack up here.
On the move.
Alright.
Got it covered.
We'll save doctors for a second. And Pyro. This kind of leaves you hanging out. I think I want to save his grenade and save her ability. So I'm pretty sure since this is a static group that this should hit. And hopefully we can get a mind control. Okay, apparently I can't do it where I don't have vision. Okay, are they already running? There we go. One guy actually tried to move out of it. And it looks like we got one mind control going. That's good. Do we got any panic or anything from the other ones? Alright, hello, Archon friend. Okay, now she doesn't have tracer rounds right now. That's a little bit of an annoying miss, but
Negative damage.
we can deal with it. Oh, good. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, everyone. We didn't bring a flashbang. This is not the mission to realize you didn't bring a flashbang. Alright. So I think launching a plasma grenade right here is a pretty good idea. The problem is that it does do some friendly fire. Alright. I mean, what's the alternative right here? We do have capacitor discharge, which would actually be really good on that group of codexes. And unfortunately, we don't have a good mimic beacon here either. So if I put Doctress out here, she might get into some trouble. We're gonna be getting some shots fired on us in just a minute. That's for sure. Let's move Pyro down here.
No problem, boss.
Because hopefully they actually try and attack the mind-controlled guy. At least that's one less. 52% and not a guaranteed kill. We could do Hail of Bullets, which does not have a chance to crit. It does have a 100% chance to hit, and it uses all of his ammo. I'm fully expecting him to use a... yeah, it's 9 damage. He uses all of his ammo. I'm expecting him to use a grenade next turn anyway, so that'll be okay. Alright, we're going to take a lot of shots. Still mind-controlled. Okay, I hear Sectopod still. It's doing the Kool-Aid Man thing. Right, this is like a mimic beacon. Oh, there we go. Mind control faded. Okay, hopefully we can enjoy this full cover. Okay.
That was close.
So, Kvatch, you're in a little bit of trouble. Doctress, you got it.
Hit the armor.
So where the codex is going. That's what I guess I want to know.
I'm all right.
Because right now we only have vision of them. I guess they don't have vision of us because... Ooh, that's pretty bad. Right, 2 weapons disabled. I can deal with that. So are you gonna... okay, Overwatch. Oh, that's fun. Now, you have our EMP bomb, but you're in a pretty terrible position to launch it. You're in a Void Rift. Okay, so Archon could die to Lightning Hands. Elite Trooper down there. Codex up top. Do we not have vision? on the other codex. Well, if he can't see us from up here, then we should be able to move out of the way just a little bit. Guys, let's see. We do have Soulfire on you. I guess I can drop you behind full cover and Soulfire. I'd much prefer to use Domination of some kind. Okay, I have a decent chance, but not a great chance of dominating that codex. I'd rather go for the kill. Once again, it's a little rough because he has the Mimic Beacon. Alright, so let's go for the kill.
You are vulnerable. Okay, so I got one.
Good. Okay, so you need to get out of this. Does moving up here trigger Overwatch? It probably will. Alright. This is one way to get rid of Overwatch and some tasty armor too, so let's do that.
Grenade out!
Because he'll be able to move or do something afterwards. Okay, Overwatch removed. Probably going to clone. And we do have Salvo. Alright, that's not awful. We'll save your move. Okay, you still have 2 moves. But just go ahead, I mean... What I want to know is, do I have a shot on that? It looks like I do have a shot on that codex from right here. So maybe I do just reload and take that shot. Yeah, it looks like I have 2 enemies I can shoot at.
Ready to go.
Codex or Codex. Well, I think we'll take the 56 on the Codex. That was a bit risky, but I'm glad we got it. Alright.
Not too shabby.
Alright, so Doctor still needs to get out of there. So it looks like Doctor is both going to get out of there and fire something. Okay, what lightning hands do we have? Let's go ahead and see if we can take... Ooh. That's not a guaranteed kill. We do have a sniper shot on a codex that's going to die. Alright. We're definitely moving Nelson over here.
Let's do this!
And then if we move Doctress... Oh, she can't make it too far. She can make it up here, and that should be out. She could make it over here, but I don't know what kind of shot she'll have. I don't even know if that's cover for sure. But this should be okay, and we can put a protocol on her. So that hopefully the building doesn't fall down. So who are we flanking? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, not a kill. Not a kill. Not a kill. You're gonna die from acid anyway. Well, let's see if we can knock you down. Alright. Now there was a captain and something else up there too. Really? That didn't destroy the highway. Okay. Well, now we're flanked. This makes our decisions slightly easier, I guess. Oh! That sucks.
Missed the target.
That sucks a big one. Right, what other shots do we have? Well, you don't have any shots, so we are... So if we do a protocol on her, that's just a defense bonus. Who do you have shots on? You got 78%. 73%. You've already fired one grenade. Let's take out the codexes. Blue screen rounds do work on codexes, don't forget.
Kill confirmed.
And then we'll just sniper rifle here. Now she does have auto loader, so she can do that. 85%. You've had enough cracks with this. There we go. That's a good one.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Medical attention now!
Alright, sorry for the dog delay in commentary here. Wow, is he actually out of cover completely? Well, maybe not. Wow, so that didn't actually take acid damage. That's rough. Okay, Kvatch, you're not dead.
Taking heavy fire!
It's like my dog freaked out because mail got delivered. And here we are. Alright. So we're all a little flanked right now. Free reload.
Ready to go.
Okay, who has shots on who? Here 66 55 on the Andromedon, or this thing, which may blow it up anyway. What kind of rounds do you have here? You have armor piercing rounds. And that's not a guaranteed kill. Okay, for some reason you just... So weapon range, low cover, defense -10. We'll let Nelson take this shot. Even though somehow he's still behind full cover. Ugh.
It's still
Team.
moving.
Alright, Doctress is going to need to get to a better place to engage here. Do I just skull mine this guy?
This thing didn't work.
Wow! Everything's failing today. Alright, so that's still 2 damage. Alright. So right now our biggest threats... They're all pretty big threats, to be honest. Do we rapid... Oh my god, 17% chance to rapid fire. Guess we launch the plasma grenade here. See if we can blow up both of its cover and everything else.
Catch!
So that should blow up its cover. Hopefully that'll improve our rapid fire odds here. No? Did we just like... There's no way we just deleted that guy. Alright, Alright, for some reason... Okay, this is really odd. That there's just a bunch of stuff we can't see. Okay, what I want to know is if we can get a rocket shot. And this is going to sound really stupid. I want to get a rocket shot that's in this building that kills the Codex and doesn't kill anybody else who's up here.
What's over there?
Let's do it. I mean, it's entirely possible that we know Lance. We can't hit both. Alright, that looks like that's going to hit both of them. Let's give it a shot.
Bring the paint!
Alright, so there's one down. Did we actually knock down the other guy? Fall damage? No? Okay, Doctor still has that. Capacitor discharge is still a thing. Nobody has a shot on the damn Andromedon that just came back to life. That is so bizarre. Alright. Okay, well I guess we have no choice but to capacitor discharge here and hope that we can shut it down. Since we only have 1 minute beacon. Go, Doctress, your only hope. Please shut it down. Please shut it down. Which means we need to put you up here. At this rate, I don't care too much about a lack of cover. We only got 2 enemies that we can see left. Alright, 60%. I could have actually flanked them. Well, the stock did it anyway, so wow. This mission is like a little crazy.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Come get some.
And I would love to rapid fire here, but apparently I can't. So we'll just have to hope our Overwatch hits. We got 5 turns until the data transfer is complete. So here he comes. Come on, blue screen rounds. It's the only way you save yourself. Oh no. Come on. Kvatch, you're in trouble. You are in big trouble. 1 damage off. Oh man. Wow, how did we survive that? Alright. Let's take a reload here. Maybe take a change of pants too.
Ready to rock.
Alright. Go ahead and take your free reload here.
Killing time.
Alright, we'll take this in here. I don't know why that floor didn't I thought that floor actually did collapse. Okay, let's see if we can get the promotion on you, Lori. Finally a hit.
You can't handle me.
So death from above is... I forgot she got death from above. That's fun. Does not end your turn. Alright. We'll have to take advantage of that.
Let's rock.
Alright, we gotta start moving forward. Because we know there's a sectopod around.
On my way.
And for some reason her cover is completely gone. You don't have many great places to grapple either. In fact, it doesn't look like we have good grappling options at all. Well, I guess we'll just... Okay, moving down there puts you through the acid. Well, Why not just take a route that doesn't involve walking through acid? Is that like... Oh, okay, so apparently the game doesn't want me to do... Well, I guess we'll just put you down here for now.
I'll go. I'm on it.
Alright, so... Random...
I'm going.
No cover here.
Come get some.
Alright, we do need to heal you. Oh, no reason to do that then.
Roger that.
So we'll just take a reload. We got 3 turns to kill this thing. We got a lot of grenades to do it though. This is where stealth and squad sight would all be very
Ready to
helpful.
engage.
Alright. So
The
we got
alien
one building that's
transmission is
falling
still
down.
active and we're running out of time. Get to the relay and take it out. ASAP.
Okay, Pyro. You have a plasma grenade. You have combat protocol. You have squad sight. You have a building that's falling apart. So let's at least heal first. So I think Kavach is going to be out for a little bit. It's too bad that I missed the shots that he was taking because certain animals of mine do not care for packages being delivered. But improved medkits are a good help.
Here I come.
Right, but at least the acid's not burning anymore. And we just activated a group. I was wondering where they went. And I still hear a sectopod somewhere. Well, we should be able to take these guys out.
Whatever you say.
Okay, I want to save you for the EMP bomb. If it comes down to it. But it looks like we don't have sectopod yet, so...
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we don't have eyes on the target either. We have a decent grapple to anywhere where you can actually snipe from. That's not cover anymore. Well, it's still cover. So your 31% is terrible, 29% is terrible.
Alright, I'll go.
Alright, I could dominate here, but I feel like it's a better move to plasma grenade.
Frago!
And we're going to need to drop some heavy ordnance on that beacon in just a minute, I'm pretty sure. Good, so that's one kill from the car explosion. Alright, so who has a shot that can actually use the promotion? 71, let's go for it. There we go.
Check it before you get too close. I'm on it.
Now let's Overwatch here. We're gonna move Kavach up just a touch. I'm gonna stay where the rest of the team can see too, though.
Moving to
Because he has
designated
blue screen
coordinates.
rounds, and blue screen rounds are very good.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, 2 turns. Can we actually hit this thing? We can. Good. So I kind of just want to take out all the walls here.
Catch!
Good thing it's a destroy mission, right? Okay, you should have vision on it now.
Objective sighted.
So this means this will kill it. And then we can just take our time. Alright.
Menace 1-5, we've confirmed destruction of the relay. The alien transmission is down. Eliminate any remaining hostiles and move to evac.
Overwatch. I'm on
Now,
it.
like I said before, we know there's a sectopod out there.
What's over there?
We know this.
On Overwatch.
So it could be worth doing scanning protocol here next time. Here we go. Whoa! Hello, buddy. It's okay. Big thing is that we flushed out the Sectopod who didn't really want to shop at that mini-mart anyway, right? So much armor.
I got nothing.
Okay, so all the misses here. Now we know Clumsy Mind has he has 2 trump cards for us. There we go. He has 2 trump cards if we need them. One is the Mimic Beacon, the other is Stasis. So we are definitely going to start with Kavach here, if I can successfully select him. So what's your rapid fire chances look like? 260s. I will take that to the bank. Alright. Even one with some shredding's good.
Missed the target.
Alright, so no more capacitor discharge. We can kill with combat protocol though. So too bad we don't have serial right now. That would have actually been pretty nice. Okay, we can see if you can get the kill. You have our other set of blue screen rounds. There we go. That kills the Sectopod. Okay, we still have lots of cover. We have Void Rift back up, though. So we could do Hail of Bullets and just outright kill the trooper. And I could probably just mind control the other guy in addition. I'm kind of curious to see if that's how that works. You know, let's give it a shot.
Give in to me.
Can we end a mission by just mind controlling somebody? Look, we hit the 98%. Who knew?
Status confirmed.
There we go.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Operation Purple Crown. Now that was a little more intense than I was expecting, but you know what? That's part of the fun of XCOM, right? And yet we still didn't use the Mimic Beacon. I guess Kavach was going to be our Mimic Beacon today.
The aliens are probably still wondering what hit them. Let's keep it up, Commander.
So no promotions that time, but that was a very difficult mission that actually felt very difficult. So that is a pretty nice change. Only 9 kills in 7 missions. Ooh. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Still, sorry, Kavach. It looks like you're going to be sitting for a little bit too. Maybe not that long. So 1 Illyrium core, 1 data cache. More importantly, finally a Sectopod rack. Behind the utilitarian and nearly featureless outer plating of the Sectopod lies an almost delicate frame of alien alloys hung with countless clusters of targeting computers and Illyrium power nodes. And I'm pretty sure that's the only new thing we got, unless the Andromedon wreck. I think we have gotten an Andromedon wreck too. We'll know in just a second, I guess. Sectopod breakdown. The thing looks like something Earth's military would have dreamed about controlling 20 years ago. Heavy armor, advanced weapons, and yet still reasonably maneuverable in the field. Once we pull it apart, hoping we find the means of improving our gremlin designs.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations.
Okay, so
excellent work.
So we countered resistance informant, which is also not terrible. More importantly, we got some supplies here, so I just want to look at our research archives real quick. We have had an Andromedon autopsy. Alright. Okay, so we won't be able to do...
Without access to refined fossil fuels, power is difficult to come by outside the cities. Even among the staunchest of anti-alien dissidents, recovered Advent equipment is highly coveted.
Right, so we're still researching the gates. And we have unused delirium cores. We have how many cores? Not that many. Okay, we can do another experimental powered weapon, I think. Or we could do a, what'd I say? I do need another war suit. So we'll do war suit, then weapon, because we got 2 cores.
We'll get started right away, Commander.
Okay,
I'll
so
send word
10
when the
days
project
for
is
that.
complete.
We don't have an engineer assigned in there, that's why. Alright, well, let's take you out of the laboratory. That's more of just a feather in the cap build at this point anyway. Alright. Now, if you're playing on a higher difficulty, the laboratory is much more of a good thing to build. The only issue becomes, well, eventually you do run out of supplies, and you have to kind of cut something back here. So I guess maybe I could upgrade this, and we'll get 2 engineers that can go places here, and we can pump some people out. We won't need too much more. You know what? We have 300 some supplies, and we have a supply drop reasonably soon.
Workshop.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the
Yeah,
limit.
that's fine.
We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Alright, so I'm going to drop our contacts down for a second. Alright, so 2 more gremlins now. Which means we can put another one here. Because we are going to be fast expanding and continuing to do so. Put a gremlin here. We had some spare engineers in part before because we weren't using the Advanced Warfare Center. But for some reason, missions lately, I've been getting more and more injured. And what I guess you were saying, or what I was saying before, is that we got some people in the beds now, and some of our regulars from the A-Team too. Eventually, you got to start trying to finish the game because the aliens are going to be the ones that are getting stronger. So how long is he out? Gravely wounded and then both wounded for 4 days. So maybe we'll get another mission within 4 days, and maybe we won't. Alright, so we can get some supplies. Let's see. I kind of want to get the alloys and crystals. Maybe we can go for some supplies. I do need to build something in western United States. At least to get another beacon here so we can make contact in New Mexico. Or maybe I make contact in New Mexico, but I think we're actually short on alloys right now. We're not like super strapped for supplies because we can sell some things. But it's funny how we were rolling in alloys and stuff before. Now it's the Illyrium crystals. Oh, minor breakthrough, 1 block to the meter. So we're going to get the countdown again here pretty soon.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project.
Of course they are.
Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Well, we've got a facility in New Mexico that has 5 blocks now? What? Okay. We definitely want to do that. Okay, side training complete. Domination is awesome. Null Lance is okay. Insanity's okay. Inspire's probably the best. Said, I think it's... Psi operatives are just so good. It's worth taking on every mission. So that's she makes a good backup here. And here's the Shadowgate project with our little blinky lights in the background.
Hate to do this, but you're the only one who can pull this off. You know I'd go myself if I could.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the Codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the Codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin.
That looks really risky.
We've already seen the Codex opening a similar rift in the field. I am sure your device will be fine.
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay? Whoa! Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
Doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secured beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you. That is definitely not fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the Codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately.
No, Robro.
We're now
Okay.
prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
Wow, we've got a lot to read here. So much that it's auto-scrolling. So, codename Hieroglyph. Let's see. Although Shin and I both had our concerns given the directives of our operation, we saw little alternative to begin experimenting this gateway as soon as possible. After a period of slow, deliberate power increase accompanied by appropriate levels of monitoring, felt comfortable enough to leave the gateway operating in its idle state. At this point, we conducted a series of simple tests of various objects to better understand how the aliens use this device for transportation. Initially, we saw no means of actually putting the gateway into active state. That is to say, the gateway itself seemed to disregard or ignore objects we passed through. Okay. Although logistics concern involved transporting a large piece of potentially unstable alien technology were difficult to manage, they are easily dwarfed by the risk involved in attempting to operate this device in the confines of the Avenger. Although Shin and I both had our concerns, we saw little alternative. So having studied the alien codex and its ability to pass through open rifts in the field for deployment, we theorized the gateway may be tied to a similar signal or key integrated in the codex itself. Sure enough, by mirroring the frequencies found close to proximity to the codex, we found that the gateway itself in her second active condition. Shin was hesitant to relegate her gremlin to use in our experiment, but she recognized the value of having the remote test subject with no other units to spare. Unfortunately, our initial theories was the gateway's function overlooked the possibility that it also tied biological components to the codex. Shin's personal gremlin suffered some relatively minor damage. That's Tygan writing the report, and we'll just side comment as well that you knew that gremlin was going to eat it. We've seen this movie enough times. But we do have other Shadow Project available, but I'm not going to go to that. Unfortunately, I can't auto-scroll this. So Shin's personal gremlin suffered some relatively minor damage. Oh, it's like Star Wars during our test, but it's sacrifice. Minor damage. Sacrifice. Minor damage. Sacrifice. Not the same. Led to an important revelation in terms of how we might access the gateway and discover its source. Our Tygan. Okay. So we do have other shadow projects. We can do the Avatar Corpse. I'm going to wait, though, because there's another thing that I want to research first.
Yes, Commander.
And that thing is the Sectopod breakdown.
From what I've been told, our troops took to calling this large robotic unit a sectopod, under the initial assumption that it was being controlled by a sectoid pilot. On closer inspection, we can see that is not the case. Not unlike the mechanized Advent units, which were likely derived from the sectopod itself. This machine seems to be entirely autonomous.
Alright, so 6 days for that research, and that'll give us some important stuff. Where once again, we've got a lot of things going on here, and I know these episodes are starting to run a little longer, but I do want to at least go until we have the next mission, whether it's unlocking Mexico or what. So, Schism. What else we can do? Fuse. Oh, we're actually almost done. We'll do Soul Steel just in case. So we could almost recruit a third Psi Operative if we needed to. I don't think we'll need to, but he's almost learned everything he can. So Illyrium, Warsuit's done. And so what can we do with our next Lyrium Core? I guess I should have gone ahead and auto-queued. So we can do another experimental powered weapon. Because that only takes core instead of crystals. There we go. Oh, Plasma Blaster. Using technology adapted from the Alien Zone weaponry, we've devised a means of releasing a massive focus of pulse plasma through devastate targets in a path when Plasma Blaster has been added, and we have no cores. Forgot that was going to complete instantly, so we have an idle engineer. Good job. I could put him in the defense matrix. Maybe I should.
Strategic resource located.
Right, 43 alien alloys, 41 Illyrian crystals. The streets were littered with records of pre-war combat vehicles, their operators long since having disappeared. After an exhaustive search of overgrown husks, our squad found valuable materials and all that. We don't have a lot of intel to buy stuff at the black market, and we're going to kind of need our intel over here. So I'm going to skip it and go to... Let's make contact in Mexico. That's going to get almost all of our
Setting
intel
course
remaining.
for Mexico.
But we do have a data pad, and we do have lots of other stuff. And more importantly, if we take out this facility, it takes out either it like has 5 stars and it's like the worst facility ever.
Regional contact.
Right, so she gets Inspire. We'll do no Lance. And I guess just to be safe here, as we're... Okay, Advanced Warfare Center. Still going. Okay. Well, the Proving Ground's just a gremlin right now, so we can't really reassign that. Alright. Well, here's what we can do. Take you out. Yes, we are being replaced by robots. Switch you around here. Workshop Gremlin is now going to help you training. And then just in case another alien comes after us, I'd rather have somebody in here buffing that just in case. So see, we have enough engineers to pretty much work everything and keep building. So we're going to get a supply drop.
Facility.
I appreciate the new lab facilities, Commander.
Research speed, view facility. One of the first buildings available, one of the last ones built. Open scientist required. Alright. So now we have an actually idle engineer. So we'll just put you here. We'll be able to move these people around. Assuming we even need to upgrade the power anymore, and I don't think we will. Alright. Supply drop.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Alright, so 3:30 Council mission, Avenger defense completed, regions contacted, radio relays installed, side gate recovered. Yeah, we did pretty good. Alright, so still a hidden event. Oh god, so retaliation strikes imminent, facilities imminent. We have 154 supplies. I don't think we're going to be able to get the sectopod breakdown in time. So it's a feast of finishing the
Signals coming through clear.
Alright, so there's Mexico.
Regional contacts located.
Supply drop available. We'll go ahead and go to that. So the important thing is that when the Avatar project goes ham, we have that facility to take care of. So we're going to try the supply drop
Avenger
here.
plotting new course.
I have a feeling we're going to get another mission here in just a moment. Alright, how many supplies can we get?
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
There we go.
Central claims to have seen one of these things up close back in the day. Despite a lot of speculation, there was no pilot to be found once we pried it open.
So Gremlin Mark III, which is actually very important. I've been wanting that for about a month now. But when we first brought this thing, some of the troops still adamant that once we open it up, we find a sectoid or worse at the helm. Fortunately, our precautions weren't necessary. There's nothing organic inside, no operator providing physical directions. Unless they're triggering it remotely, all indications point to the sectopod being entirely autonomous weapon, operating according to parameters set by its system program. This is exactly the sort of weapon that would have raised eyebrows in the past. I know Dad would have been apprehensive about arming a robot and sending it on its way. It's pretty clear at this point that the aliens aren't bound by any moral or ethical obligations. If it's efficient and destructive, they seem to have no problems letting it loose on us. Lily Shin! Thought Tygan was talking about his dad for a second. So the Gremlin Mark III, maybe your Mark III could have survived the gate, is the most advanced version of the Gremlin drone, specifically increased the hacking set of all specialists. Specialist abilities are also substantially improved. We can research the data pad. We are probably going to need some intel here in a minute. But let's go ahead and
Despite the unexpected
get the Shadow
outcome of our
Project.
tests on the alien psionic gate, I firmly believe the experiment itself was absolutely critical to our future operations. We now understand exactly how the gateway functions, and what will be required should we attempt to pass through. Still, I must admit, I do feel some regret over the damage done to Shen's gremlin, even if it is only a machine.
Love how he tried to minimize it in his report.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished, perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
Well, that's fun. Let's finish our scanning, and I think we will be probably done here in just a moment. So 3, training complete, soul steel, and then you only have fuse left, and then you will have every single psionic ability available, Clumsy Mind, just in time for the end of the game. Can we please get some supplies, though? Right. 2, 110, 110. Wow, we actually got it all. Alright, new staff available. Not really concerned about that. I mean, if you've stuck with the series this far, I hope you don't mind that this one's going on a little longer. But there's a lot of little story reveals, which is nice. Let's go ahead and go to engineering. Poor Lily. Oh, look! She fixed it. Right? Maybe? She's not in here. Build items. So let's see here. We do want to build the advanced Psyamp, and we do want to build the Gremlin Mark II. So that's a thing. Gremlin Mark II, or Mark III. That's a thing. And as much as I just want to go ahead and get the fusion blade, we need to build a relay in Mexico. If only because I have a feeling that there may yet be some places that we have to explore. Plus it gives us some extra money. Plus it gives us lock and load, which is actually a really nice bonus to get because we can reuse PCS upgrades. So let's see if we can install the relay. Oh my god, 150 supplies.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Well, we only have 4 intel, so we'll need to defray cost of potentially going over here somehow. Although we actually have we don't have a relay in Australia, so we would need to do this. And then we still have some lack of connections in Africa, it seems. Is there even a region over here? No, there's 4 regions that we haven't been to. Alright.
It won't be easy, but I think it's the only option we have at this point.
Agreed. We must inform the commander immediately.
Go right ahead.
Commander, Central, the Shadow Chamber has completed its analysis of the Avatar's DNA. It has identified the genetic sequence necessary to travel through the Psionic Gate.
Perfect. We can finally shut this Avatar project down for good.
However, the gate requires more than a mere transmission of genetic data.
The sequence has to be part of a live subject. The key only works in lockstep with the signal.
We don't have time to find another one of those things, let alone capture it.
No. That part we can handle. We make our own.
You're serious?
Quite. Though the specimen before us is damaged beyond repair, it has provided us with its complete genetic blueprint. We already possess an unaltered Avatar template from the Forge facility. That, combined with the genetic material we recovered at the Black Site, should allow us to replicate the procedure here.
So, what's the catch?
Yes, that. Without an elder consciousness driving it, the new Avatar would remain as lifeless as the one before us. While I can develop its body, I cannot create the mind to drive it.
But I can. In a way. By manipulating the new Avatar via the psionic network.
You want to operate one of these things? By remote control?
Not exactly. And definitely not me.
Interfacing directly with their network would cause severe, if not fatal, trauma to an unprepared central nervous system. As it stands, we only know of one individual who has survived that kind of ordeal.
What are you looking at me for?
That was different. The stasis suit.
Created the perfect interface to the network, one tailored to your specific biology, Commander. Of any human candidate, you are the most likely to survive the connection.
Most likely is not good enough, Doctor.
It is the only answer I can give you, and our only option to traverse the alien portal.
We need to come up with a game plan before we charge through the enemy's front door, which will give you some time to think about this, Commander.
This specimen, this being, is something else entirely, something beyond anything we have ever seen. And yet somehow, our troops once again prevailed.
So we've dedicated the entirety of our efforts to discovering the purpose of the Avatar Directive, and now it seems you're finally gaining ground on the aliens. With that said, I was shocked to see that our troops not only encounter was apparently a fully responsive Avatar specimen, but that engaged them in combat was subsequently dispatched with only moderate difficulty. With all that went in its creation, somehow I expected the Avatar would be a foe unlike any other. Something perhaps even beyond our own capabilities to counter. Initially, it appeared as my assumptions were wrong. Humanoid informed the physical attributes of the Avatar specimen are on the surface wholly unremarkable as a muscular system, not all unlike a young adult human with no obvious genetic adulterations to enhance its physical strength or agility. At this point, I could only surmise that the aliens focused entirely on what lies beneath the Avatar's seemingly ordinary structure. As I continued my analysis of the Avatar specimen, including a rapid genetic sequencing aided by the Shadow Chamber, I discovered that my earlier conclusions could not be further from the truth. This Avatar, as what was left, is still not whole in a developmental sense. Although portions of the missing genetic links have been filled with undoubtedly elder DNA, there are still gaps, incomplete sequences that leave the creature unable to fully sustain its own power. It is now firm my belief that we have yet to encounter a fully developed Avatar. Its potential capabilities of full strength leave me deeply concerned. Well, I know I was saying that we've gone on
Greetings,
for
Commander.
some time, but I think this
I'd
is
assumed you
as
think
appropriate of a
that
place as
priority,
any
Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
to end this one here.
Priority message for the commander coming through on a secure channel, sir.
On screen.
Sir, it's coming from the Advent Network Tower.
You heard me. He's taking a big risk contacting us like this.
Hello, Commander. You and your crew are to be commended. Your efforts in rebuilding the Resistance Network and uncovering the truth about the Avatar Project have been admirable. I only wish I had better news to report.
When does he ever?
Advent is not taking the death of an elder lightly, and in turn have greatly accelerated the final stages of their Avatar Project. A plan is now in place for the rapid processing of all non-essential human life, to begin immediately. Very soon, Advent's speaker will announce a breakthrough in gene therapy, a final treatment for the human condition. Billions will flock to gene therapy clinics across the globe. They will never return. I have managed to secure tactical data and access codes to the Advent Network Tower. The speaker's address will be broadcast live to a global audience via this facility. The whole of Advent's network will be listening. It is this hubris that we must use against them. The information I am sending you should allow Dr. Tigan and Chief Engineer Shen to take control of the transmission and disrupt their entire network from within. Though my hope is that this disruption will confuse the enemy's forces long enough to allow your final assault a chance of success, I ask one more thing of you. Take what you have learned. Let the world know what is happening here. Wake them up. Broadcast the truth before there is no one left to listen. It seems we are both out of time. Farewell, Commander.
New objective added.
Well, now we have another mission, Assault on the Advent Network Tower. Let's at least see where that is.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings. We have the target site locked in, Commander. This is our chance to strike at Advent's heart. Once we control the network tower, we can finally show the world what the aliens are doing. There's no turning back after this.
Well, we have this mission available. We just can't actually reach it yet because it's in Western Africa, which is at least 2 hops away, no matter which way you slice it, which is a little rough. But we have a plan towards the end game, so now that's it. Now it's a good place in. Lots of story stuff here, so that's all very exciting. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.